to let our hearts beat to the pulsating rhythms of a dancer's step, to allow our spirits to be lifted, connecting our highest hopes and ideals to movement and melody, envisioning a wellspring of limitless possibilities in our collective future. For song and dance are both borderless and boundless. And when genius speaks in any tongue, the entire world will hear it and listen.
Good evening and welcome to Millennium Stage. Please welcome Mark Mackay.
How we doing? There we go. How we doing tonight, everybody? When I first set out on the road, we used to play in these unthinkable country music venues till 4 o'clock in the morning, you know? And I feel like I've really graduated to the Kennedy Center crowd here on the seated Thursday night crowd at the Kennedy Center. Everybody having a good day? Well, I'm in town from Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm used to having my whole crew with me, my whole band with me, but I love when I get to do a show by myself. I'm going to play all the songs I've written and some of my favorites, and this grand piano sounds amazing, and it's just going to be a beautiful night of music. So thanks for coming in to check it out tonight. This is a single we put out when I signed my record deal at Universal. It's the first song I ever wrote when I moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and this song is called Somebody Else's Everything. It goes like this. Woke up to an empty bed, drank myself to sleep last night, woke up in a whiskey sweat, 'cause everything she said was right, gave her every reason to go, there ain't nothing you can do with gone, yeah, she tried to steer me right, it kills me like a haggard song. Yeah, come on, tell me they're lying. And she's somewhere crying. And this will all go by. Yeah, go ahead and lie to me. I don't wanna hear there's someone else. She ain't lonely by herself. And she ain't feeling what I felt. And there ain't a chance that she's coming back. But the word is out and it's all around. The one I lost, somebody else found. And the one thing that could hurt me more than anything, she's somebody else's everything. What if I could turn back time? Go back to the way we were, when I used to make her smile, when she told me I was loved. What ifs, no, they never were. I gotta find a way to kill this pain, 'cause every time I feel you hurt, it all comes rushing back again. Yeah, come on, tell me they're lying. And she's somewhere crying, and this will all go by. Yeah, go ahead and lie to me. I don't wanna hear there's someone else. She ain't lonely by herself, and she ain't feeling what I felt. And there ain't a chance that she's coming back. But the word is out and it's all around. One I lost, somebody else found. And the one thing that could hurt me more than anything is she's somebody else's everything. But the word is is out and it's all around. One I lost, somebody else found. And the one thing that could hurt me more than anything, she's somebody else's everything. Ooh, yeah, she's somebody else's everything. Thank you very much. During a time where we were all locked down at one point, I think I wrote 266 songs in like a week. I think it was in a year. We totaled it up one day. But one of the greatest things about songwriting is that you'd be shocked how many hit songs that we all live on today were written 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And it's like a matter of, songs have to be the right place, right time for something to hit correctly, you know? So a lot of these songs we write and we just sit on them, and then something happens, or moment in your life, or the weather outside, or whatever it is, and it becomes the right time for that song. This is one of them. This is a song I wrote in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Anybody from Alabama? Oh, cool. You've been there, though. I saw the excitement. You got to have some ties to Muscle Shoals. I wrote it. I don't even know. It was later 2020, but I just listened to it in the car all the time, and I always thought that there would be the right time for it. And then just a few months ago, our label said, I think we should put that thing out as a single. So this is our most recent song we've put out, and it's called Leave This Town. It goes like this. All the sidewalks here roll up around 10 o'clock. When that southern freight flies through, you could set a watch. Courthouse glows in the night at the old town square. Sometimes it reminds me of the papers that we signed down there. You know, the way that you left me was a little more than I could take. It's the first time I ever told myself I'm gonna leave this place. And yeah, it drives me crazy, 'cause I always see you around. But something round here won't let me leave this town. It's the football games on them hot Alabama nights. It's half the town down there beneath them stadium lights. Yeah, I sit on this hill sometimes and I drink a few beers, and I almost slip back to almost wanting you here. You know, the way that you left me was a little more than I could take. It's the first time I ever told myself I'm gonna leave this place. Yeah, it drives me crazy, 'cause I always see you around. Oh, but something around here won't let me leave this town. Yeah, it drives me crazy, 'cause I always see you around. Something round here won't let me leave this town. Thank you. When I got my degree in guitar performance, I went to music school in Hollywood, California, and I used to, in between classes, I used to sit in the library and watch videos of Glenn Campbell. and I used to just watch him play guitar and watch the way he sang, and I used to just think to myself, how does he do it? And I don't ever write set lists. I don't think I've ever written one in my life. And as I was playing that last one, I thought, I think we should do one of my favorite Glenn tunes for you. It goes like this right here. It's knowing that your door's always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds and the ink stains that have dried upon some line. That keeps you in the back roads by the rivers of my memory. It keeps you ever gentle on my mind. And it's not clinging to the rocks and I'll be planted on their columns now that bind. Or something that somebody said because they thought we'd fit together walking. It's knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiven when I walk along some railroad track and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, and for hours you're just gentle on my mind. Dip my cup of soup back from a gurgling crack room cauldron in some train yard. My beer rusted go pack and a dirty hat pulled low across my face. Through cup tans round the tin cans, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, and for hours you're just gentle on my mind. You're gentle on my mind. All right. We having fun so far? All right. This is... Do we have any country music fans out there? I guess it's an awkward question to ask after a Glenn Campbell tune, huh? Asking a bunch of metal fans if you're all into Glenn Campbell. In Nashville, there's so much country music we write. When I signed my record deal, I'm signed as a rock singer, but I kind of straddle between all of them. I appreciate both genres. I don't know how much genres in music matter anymore, you know? There's good music and there's bad music, and I hope the good folks at the Kennedy Center put Mark Mackay in the good music category tonight. I appreciate that. So one of my best friends in the universe is a guy named C.J. Solar. He wrote Morgan Wallen's breakout hit. This is my weave version of getting back to country music. And C.J. and I have written a lot of songs together. He wrote Morgan's breakout hit, Up, Down, and a few other big songs. But this is the first song that him and I ever wrote together, and I think we played it live every night since that day, you know. But I just think it's a clever one. It's called She Won't. And then to let you know what's coming next, I'm itching to play the piano, so we're going there next. This song's called She Won't. It goes like this. Smell the roadside flowers in bloom, coastline California windshield view. A Jack Johnson song on the radio, it comes on and away I go. And I see her in the shotgun seat, summer tan legs and her dashboard feet. It's just a memory, oh, takes me back, but she won't. She won't pick up when I call. It's like we never loved at all. She don't want what we had before. She won't rewind through that door. Every set of blue eyes and every sunset overlooking that southern sky. Every truck stop, diner I pass on every half-paved road takes me back, but she won't. If it worked in a movie, you can bet that I've tried it. A boomboxed overhead and a bottle of wine did. And I'd spray paint her name on an interstate sign if she would just change her mind. She won't pick up when I call. It's like we never loved at all. She don't want what we had before. She won't rewind through that door. Every set of blue eyes and every sunset overlooking that southern sky. Every truck stop, diner I pass on every half-paved road takes me back, but she won't. Every time I see a pretty girl laughing, every time I see a little yellow Volkswagen, every set of blue eyes, every sunset overlooking that southern sky, and every truck stop, diner I pass on every half-paved road takes me back. She won't. No, she won't. No, she won't. Oh, thank you. I love playing piano. It was the first instrument I ever learned. Then some record executive in LA told me never to play it again. Then we got rid of the record executive. I got a couple that I wanted to share with you over here. Should we play one you know first? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. Oh, you're a hard one. I know that you got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you can hurt you somehow. Don't you draw the queen of diamonds, boy. She'll beat you if she's able. You know the queen of hearts is always your best bet. Now it seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones that you can't get. Desperado, oh, you ain't getting no younger. Your pain and your hunger, they're driving you home. And freedom, whoa, freedom, well, that's just some people talking. Your prison is walking through this world all alone. Don't your feet get cold in the wintertime? Sky won't snow and the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell the nighttime from the day. You're losing all your highs and lows. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences, open the gate. It may be raining, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it's too late. Thank you. I feel like I'm at home hanging in my living room. If I ever sit down at a piano, I just end up playing that song, you know? It's a great song. This is the first song that we released a long time ago, and if it's funny with music, you know, if you ever put a record out without any promotion, it's very disheartening how nobody hears it. You'd think that in today, you know, with all of our social media and the way that we connect with fans and stuff, you'd think that we just put music out and say, hey, everybody who saw me at the Kennedy Center last night, we got a new song. And you would think that all of you would just go home and tell all of your friends and play it all night long. Is that what you're going to do? I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. There's just so much time involved in getting a song to the place where it's actually out into the world and getting everybody to hear it and be aware that it's there, and then you have to keep talking about it, you know. And we were really close to a deal getting done, so we were just assuming that we weren't going to be putting this music out. The deal fell through at the last minute, and so we put the music out with absolutely no promotion, and then realized a few years later that some of these songs were great songs and no one had ever heard them, you know. So we took them and re-released a few of them, and this particular song is called "She's the One." It was our single that came out in the middle of last year. But what blows my mind is our international streams on this song. Every time we look at where the song's getting played, it's just so fulfilling as an artist when you can see your music catching fire in other countries all over the world, and just knowing that even if there's just one listener that's made that song part of their life and they listen to it, you know, a couple times a week or whatever, it's a very special thing, you know. I never get to play it on a piano. I hope I remember the chords correctly. It was written on a piano, though, so let's give it a shot. You ready? Here we go. One of the guys who helps us out on the road a lot, one of my good friends, Randy Mintz, is sitting over there. He's in town from California, and he was one of the people that called me one day in the middle of the night. I was driving, and he said, man, that "She's the One" song might be a hit. And he was right. It goes like this. Through the smoke clouds, she's the starlight. Through the question, she's the answer why. When the storm comes, she'll help bring the peace. No matter where we go, she's where I wanna be. And she's the one I wanna ride with and waste my time with. And she's the one I wanna ride with, and I wanna keep on riding on, riding on. We're all looking for someone that we can find, not just a motel spark. It's gone by morning light, and I saw her with her friends, and I saw the way she laughed. But when she looked at me, there was no looking back. And she's the one I want to ride with and waste my time with. And she's the one I want to ride with, and I want to keep on riding on, riding on. And I don't give a damn where we may end up, as long as I'm the one who's gonna get her love. We'll take the highway until it hits the sea and start ourselves a California dream. she's the one I want to ride with and waste my time with. And she's the one I want to ride with, and I want to keep on riding on, riding on. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you. I went into a songwriter in Nashville with a good friend of mine named Bobby Boyd. He wrote that song called "God Bless the Broken Road," if you've ever heard it before, the Rascal Flatts tune. And I had a title in my phone. I'm sure if any of you guys have ever written songs, or if you have friends that write songs, they'll tell you that we kind of keep a running title of ideas in our phones, you know. Sometimes we come up with them in terrible places, look at them the next day and go, why did I think that was a good idea? But anyway, we have this running thing where, you know, you get together with your friends to write. Songwriting's amazing, especially in Nashville. It's like you normally have one person who's really good with melodies, one person who's really good with lyrics, one person who's really good with chord changes or progressions or whatever, you know. And you kind of talk through ideas and eventually agree on something. And I had a title written down that day that was called "Burn a Bridge," and we were trying to figure out how to not make it too generic. And Bobby had a great idea to turn that song, as we call it, upside down, and instead of call the song "Burn a Bridge," we called it "A Bridge You Didn't Build." And this is a beautiful song that we wrote that day, and I only play it when we're at a piano, so we get a chance to do it right now. Here it goes. And he's still there in her not-so-distant past, and he's the one who's holding her back. And every time she's ready to fall into your arms, his memory is standing in the path. But you can't rush her, no matter what you feel. Some things only time can heal. You can lead her to the truth, you can guide her to the light, but she's the only one who can open up her eyes. You can dry up every tear she's ever spilled, but you can't burn a bridge. You can't burn a bridge you didn't build. The pain in her eyes brings out the fighter in you, but it's hard to lay a hand on a ghost. You want to jump right in and fix it all, but your patience is what she needs the most. And once she crossed over, there was no going back. If you give her some time, she'll face all the facts. You can lead her to the truth, you can guide her to the light, but she's the only one who can open up her eyes. You can dry up every tear she's ever spilled, but you can't burn a bridge. You can't burn a bridge you didn't build. And if you don't push her or try to move too fast, she'll be here to stay when she walks away from the shadow he cast. You can lead her to the truth, you can guide her to the light, but she's the only one who can open up her eyes. You can dry up every tear she's ever spilled, but you can't burn a bridge. You can't burn a bridge you didn't build. And then she'll burn that bridge, finally burn that bridge you didn't build. Everybody having fun? Best day of your life? All my friends make fun of me. All I ever do is say everything's the best ever. This guitar is the best ever. This day is the best ever. Today I posted on my Instagram. I said, man, we're in Washington, D.C. We're playing the Kennedy Center. It's the best day ever. And all my followers wrote back and said, it's always the best day ever, Marky. It is. It's a wonderful thing making music. You know, it's funny, like anything, and I'm sure all of you know those stories. You know, everything about getting a music career off the ground is about as hard as starting Tesla. You know, I thought it'd be a controversial thing to say. But it's like no different than building any other company. You know, a lot of no's, a lot of playing these songs that you guys clap and like, and I love that so much. That's really the only reason we do it, is to write songs that hopefully connects with somebody, or, you know, let them see a guitar solo, the light just hits you correctly, and you leave taking something from you, you know. But the music business is ruthless. Everybody you play it for, they just have a reason to tell you they can do it better, you know. And so when I get the chance to just sit here with a guitar or a piano and just play songs that I love for music fans like yourselves that are just hanging out on a Thursday night, it's the best day of my life. That's how that works. This is a song that I didn't write, but I sure wish I did. But I always play it, and I'll rip around a little bit for you here. This is my favorite singer of all time, if anyone's figured it out yet. It goes like this. Is that in? It was a beautiful day, the sun beat down, I had my radio on, I was driving, the trees went by, me and Del were singing, Little Runaway, I was flying, yeah, I'm running down a dream, never would come to me, working on a mystery, going wherever it leads, I'm running down a dream. It felt so good, like anything was possible. I hit cruise control and rubbed my eye. The last 3 days, well, the rain was unstoppable, and it was always cold, no sunshine. Yeah, I'm running down a dream, never would come to me, working on a mystery, I'm going wherever it leads, I'm running down a dream. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. And I rolled on, the sky grew dark, put the pedal down to make some time. There's something good waiting down this road, and I'm picking up whatever is mine. Yeah, I'm running down a dream, what never would come to me, working on a mystery, I'm going wherever it leads, I'm running down a dream.
Thank you, thank you. Any other Tom Petty fans in the house tonight? He's tough not to like, isn't he? I'm a big fan. All right, this is a song that we put out last year. We had seen a documentary that some people can only dream in black and white, and we had this title written down called Dreaming in Color. So that was literally what we were watching, I can't remember if it was a documentary, a podcast, or whatever the heck it was, but it was just that some people dream in black and white and don't even realize it. And so in our song, you meet the girl and you start dreaming in color, like a country singer would write. The song's called Dreaming in Color. It was our single last year. It goes like this.
When I close my eyes and it's late at night, all I'd see is black and white. And then you walked up to me, a little bar down the street, opened the flood and changed all I see. And now it's all blues and greens, washing out the grays, and the things I never thought I'd see. Yeah, isn't it a wonder that ever since you came in view, all my darkness seems to fade. But ever since you, I'm dreaming in color. Oh, ever since you, I'm dreaming in color. Now when I'm awake, the colors seem to stay. You brighten up the darkest days. Yeah, and when I lay down and my day's unwound, I can't wait to see you in this place I found. And now it's all blues and greens, washing out the grays, things I never thought I'd see. Yeah, isn't it a wonder that ever since you came in view, all my darkness seems to fade. But ever since you, I'm dreaming in color. Oh, ever since you, I'm dreaming in colors of the rainbow. Yeah, and I'm holding you so close. So baby, don't let go, 'cause I don't want to let it slip away. And now it's all blues and green, washing out the grays, and the things I never thought I'd see. Yeah, isn't it a wonder that ever since you came in view, all my darkness seems to fade. But ever since you, I'm dreaming in color. Oh, ever since you, I'm dreaming in color.
All right. Do one more here and switch back to the piano for a few. The first tour run that we went on when things reopened again in 2021 was with REO Speedwagon. If there's any rock and roll REO Speedwagon fans out there, it was a really, those guys are awesome, and rock shows are awesome, but they're nothing in my life I'll never forget what it was like walking out to those like almost mini stadiums and how amped people were to be back out doing stuff, you know? And I had written this next song in my kitchen in Nashville, And I feel like the whole time I was recording it, I was just wondering if I'd ever get to play it again out in a great crowd, you know. And I just so vividly remember those days. And it's always been one of those songs that have kind of identified our live shows. This song's called Time Will Tell. I wrote it with a Grammy-nominated writer named Greg Barnhill, who's a great dude. And you'll spot the influence from a mile away. Time Will Tell. Here we go. Where's the spark? Tell me, where did it go? Is it just me in this now? While the heavy gray window looks out on the lonely, in the cold desert night, I keep looking for stars while you move through this dark stained bottle of whiskey. And time will tell if he breaks you, girl. It's a wild, cruel world to take on by yourself. Time will tell. This morning I drove to the place where we met to forget who we were and to break the spell that said we were meant to love. And the sun hurt my eyes through the Joshua tree, so I pulled down the mirror and I drove through the afterdusk. And time will tell if he breaks you, girl. It's a wild, cruel world to take on by yourself. Time will tell. Time will tell if he breaks you, girl. It's a wild, cruel world to take on by yourself. And time will tell if the edges rust. Is it love or lust that leaves us by ourselves? Time will tell. Time will tell. We're going to head over and do one more little piano session for you, if that's cool. All right. Trying to make sure I play one song from all of my influences tonight, so let's do one more here. You ready? Doctor, my eyes have seen the year and the slow parade of fears without crying. Now I want to understand. I have done all that I could, see the evil and the good
without hiding. You must talk me if you can. Doctor, my eyes, tell me what is wrong. Was I unwise to leave them open for so long? 'Cause I have wandered through this world as each moment has unfurled. I've been waiting to awaken from these dreams. People go just to where they will. I never noticed them until I got this feeling that it's later than it seems. Doctor, my eyes, I cannot see the sky. Is this the prize for having learned how not to cry? Doctor, my eye, tell me what is wrong. I hear their cry. Just say if it's too late for me.
We have a really big song coming out in the fall that I'm really excited about, and I'm going to play it for you now. I feel like all of my ideas as a writer and an artist has always come from driving around and listening to music in the truck, and I feel like when I was recording this song, the song's called Old Songs and Old Trucks, and I feel like I could just imagine exactly how many people. What that feels like, you know, when you remember what it was like maybe when you were a kid driving around in an old car, hearing something your parents put on the radio, or you put on the radio, or you put on the radio for your kids and seeing how they react to it, whatever it is, you know. But I just feel like sometimes in the car on the open road, music just speaks to you in a sort of different way, you know. So this song means a lot to me, and it's very relatable, and I hope it's relatable to you in some way. It's called Old Songs and Old Trucks. You can say you heard it first at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. It's got a good ring to it, don't you think? Here we go.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, crackling through that AM station. That's all it takes. An S10 Chevy, a sky blue pickup, rolling down some blue sky highway, where I keep those yesterday tucked away. Next thing I know, I'm reminiscing. Nothing gets my rewind spinning like these. Old songs and old trucks, they got a way of sneaking up down roads long forgotten, pink houses we grew up in, memories that we got lost in, felt that first taste of loving. When I go back in old songs and old trucks, man. Clover green eyes, four-leaf wishing underneath the glitter black night. Just around the bend, turn it up, sing along, Rev it up and take me back to all that's gone. There's something about these old songs and old trucks. They got a way of sneaking up down roads long forgotten. Pink houses we grew up in, memories that we got lost in. Felt that first taste of loving when I go back in old songs and old trucks, man. Turn it up, sing along, rev it up and take me back to all that's gone. There's something about these old songs and old trucks. They got a way of sneaking up down roads long forgotten. Pink houses we grew up in, memories that we got lost in. Felt that first taste of loving when I go back in old songs and old trucks, man.
All right, folks. Well, we've got time for 2 more songs. If you guys are cool with me playing 2 more songs for you, then you can get on with your beautiful evening here. I just saw some young kids sitting out there. They are right there in the front. Made me think of this next song. I don't even know you guys, but I'm dedicating this next song to you. It's called Noise. My name is Mark Mackay. If you want to follow along with my music anywhere, you can find me anywhere you check out music. YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want. We tour all over the country, so even if you're not from here, I'm sure we're coming to one of your cities soon. And we'll be back here to play July 4th on the rooftop of this place, so we'll see you then. Have the whole band with us. It'll be a great old time. Here we go. This song's called Noise, coming out soon. An upright piano in the corner, covered up old Chevy in the shed, faded yellow wooden shutters, broken and unhinged. What used to be a garden is all covered up with weeds. It don't look like much right now. When I close my eyes, I see splash a few cans of color in the front room. Hang some pictures in the hall. But really all this place needs a little noise. A couple girls and a couple boys. An old dog barking at the mailman from the front porch every morning. Saturday lawnmower firing up. Muddy feet splashing in the tub. I wouldn't trade it for $1,000,000. Won't take much, we'll fix her up. All this place needs a little noise. A few Christmases running down the stairs. Bunch of birthday parties every year. Sing-along bonfires in the backyard under shooting stars. Old records spinning in the den. Flashlight forts and blanket tents. Loose change in the washing machine, yeah. Well, all this place needs is a little noise. A couple girls and a couple boys. An old dog barking at the mailman from the front porch every morning. Saturday lawnmower firing up. Muddy feet splashing in the tub. I wouldn't trade it for $1,000,000. Won't take much, we'll fix her up. All this place needs a little noise. A little love and a little me and you. We'll
have her looking like brand new. All this place needs a little noise, a couple girls and a couple boys, an old dog barking at the mailman from the front porch every morning, Saturday lawnmower firing up, muddy feet splashing in the tub. I wouldn't trade it for $1,000,000, won't take much, we'll fix her up. All this place needs is a little noise. All this place needs a little noise, little love and a little me and you.
Thanks for coming in early to rock out with me tonight, huh? I know it looks like I'm just noodling on the guitar, but I'm trying to remember what key I play this song in. And I have found it. We've toured the country 3 times on this song. Everybody go home and listen to it. It's called Summer Slowdown. My name is Mark Mackay. Thank you for jamming with me tonight. This is going to conclude our program here, this last song for you. Here we go.
I don't want to think about her lips, heading for Ole Miss, leaving me like this, staring at tail lights. Yeah, I could use a little more late day, watching the Midway light up her face, staying up all night, if it's all right. Summer, slow down, keep that sun shining on just a little longer. Come on, stretch it on out. No, I ain't ready to watch her shed drive away. Summer, slow down. June just turned to July, and July flew by. I don't want goodbye messing it all up. Yeah, I could use a little more skin wear, centerfold silhouette, killing that sunset. Hey, what's the rush? I waited long enough. Summer, slow down, keep that sun shining on just a little longer. Come on, stretch it on out. No, I ain't ready to watch her ship drive away. Summer, slow down. I don't want to think about her lips, heading for Ole Miss. June just turned into July, and July flew by. Summer, slow down, keep that sun shining on just a little longer. Come on, stretch it on out. No, I ain't ready, I ain't ready. Summer, slow down, keep that sun shining on just a little longer. Come on, stretch it on out. No, I ain't ready to watch her Chevy drive away.
Thank you, everybody. Good night. Good hanging with you. Cheers.
Thank you for joining us at Millennium Stage. For more information about upcoming shows, please check out the Kennedy Center website or Facebook page. At this time, we ask that you please head to the back of the seating area. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening at the Kennedy Center.